मॉडलिंग स्टार्ट की, काफी साल मॉडलिंग की, 7 साल मॉडलिंग की, वो भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग थी. My expectations are very high from State to Siege. The first edition was also so incredible. People loved it. And the second edition was, it's my first action film. It's like full on action. I love it. In life also, if you're going to let other people dictate who you are and dictate your life, then, you know, you are your own culprit.
She's beautiful, she's smart, an elite model, a graduate in computer science, a lawyer by profession, a nutritionist, and a yummy mummy who had the luxury and luck to get back into acting and has a beautiful daughter. Welcome the very gorgeous and generous Pavleen Gujral. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Surbhi. I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for a lovely introduction.
So, Pavleen, tell me about you. I mean, if someone would ask you to describe yourself, how would you like to describe yourself?
I would probably describe myself as somebody who's pretty simple, a very basic person, don't have a lot of needs in life, but has a certain set of principles that I like to live by. And I'm an extremely creative person. So I think when I express my creativity in my work, that's like the few moments of life that I enjoy. So pretty basic, pretty simple, not too hectic.
So modeling to computer science to studying law to then nutrition, how did all of that happen?
Actually, it was computer science, then it was law, then it was modeling, and then it was nutrition. So computer science and law was obviously I graduated in computer. I was always a geek. I enjoyed studying. I used to love reading. I still do. Don't get a lot of time now. And so I did my graduation in computers, and then I did my LLB. And then I actively did a lot of theater. Like the book acting wala bug to tha hi, but मैंने कभी वो seriously pursue नहीं किया. क्योंकि उस वक्त viable option नहीं थी. It's not a very popular profession choice when you're coming from a family of professionals. So that was never an option. फिर मॉडलिंग स्टार्ट की, काफी साल मॉडलिंग की, 7 साल मॉडलिंग की, वो भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग थी. बड़ा मजा आया, बड़े सारे फ्रेंड्स बने, बहुत एंजॉय किया. बट मुझे लगा that something is lacking. I'm not able to fulfill my creative abilities. तो वो मुझे lacking लगा थोड़ा. फिर then hosting started, anchoring started, and then the movie came, Angry Goddesses came. Then it just everything, the whole game changed. फिर उसके बाद काम आता रहा, and we went all over the world with it. So I've been really fortunate that my movies have allowed me to travel the world. Like with Bhor also, we traveled all over the world. So I was quite happy being part of films like that. So वो gradually हुआ. As a child, I was always a geek, but now I don't know. It's completely different from what I was doing before. But you never know what happens in life.
Yeah. So how did being a nutritionist happen?
That happened because I was pregnant and obviously I couldn't work, and मेरे से तो खाली बैठा नहीं जाता है. I don't know what to do with myself. So I wanted to do something interesting, and I love studying, love learning things. So I joined a nutrition course from YMCA in Delhi. I did well. I took my class, and it was a certification course. And plus, I myself have gone through a transition in which I was really fat, and now I look like this. So it is all watching my food, and I'm not a diet person. I can't diet, but quantity is key for me. Like, it's very important how much you eat. It's not, if you have a dessert every day, that's also okay, but have like very little, so it doesn't matter. That's the funda I live by. So I was interested in that topic, so nutrition bhi aa gaya फिर.
तो एक्टिंग में वापस कैसे आए आप? like obviously इतने ब्रेक के बाद it's usually very difficult for people to get offer. How did that happen?
I think because Angry Indian Goddesses very widely appreciate हुई थी all over the world, और even industry वाले लोगों ने बहुत accept किया था Angry Indian Goddesses को. We went to numerous shows with it, and so many people interviewed us. So we were quite happy in the way it was received. तो ब्रेक के बाद जब मैंने मेरी बेटी जब हो गई 1.5-2 साल की, तो then I started again. So it was difficult. It was not easy. I mean, I'm not saying it was quite difficult. But फिर I think कि अगर आप मेहनत करो तो हो जाता है.
Okay, state of sage के बारे में आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे? I mean, about your role and like, are you really looking up to it? Because it is something which is very much hyped because the first season it was amazing, and अब जो movie
Yeah.
आ रही है, it's like अभी people are actually looking forward to it. So, what are your expectations, and can you also talk about your role in it?
I expect, I'm highly, my expectations are very high from State of Siege. The first edition was also so incredible. People loved it. And the second edition was, and it's my first action film. It's like full on action. I love it. So my role is I play the head guard. As you have seen, it's a temple attack. So I play the head guard, and I can't say much. I think it's better if you watch the film. But it's something that I've never done before. It's a completely understated look, not a streak of makeup. बिल्कुल कुछ मेकअप नहीं किया. मतलब मेकअप आर्टिस्ट ने जो भी किया है बहुत बढ़िया किया कि लग नहीं रहा है, हल्का सा था, but it's very basic. But that was the demand of the role. Obviously, you're playing a guard. You can't like.
Yeah.
So I was pretty excited about it. It is a role that I've never done before, and action film थी तो मेरी पहली action film है. So I was pretty happy. And
so action film, like, do you have any action sequences in the film?
I do. They're not so hectic. They are sort of okay, but I don't have the very hectic sequences that obviously the other people have. But Ken Ghosh sir was really warm, and lagi nahi raha tha ki wo action film shoot kar rahe hain. There was constant banter going on, and bahut maza aaya. It was really fun.
Are there any special preparations which you took for the sequences?
No, so I'm very tall, and my natural build is broad. So I think wo requirement thi, obviously casting ke time pe you look at these things also.
Yeah.
So I did try and work on my body a little bit to make it a little agile, kyunki it can't be really buffed up because she was the guard. So it's like she had to be a little bit of both, like belonging to a certain class and being the protector also. So I concentrated only on yoga. I didn't do a lot of weight training because I wanted an agile body. So मैंने योगा ज़्यादा किया. वैसे भी मैं योगा ही करती हूँ. I used to work out quite a bit in the gym. So I prepared that. I prepared my body like that.
Now, of course, you have been a nutritionist as well. 5 things. Nowadays we all are very busy. अभी बैठ के ऐसे तीनों टाइम properly खाना पीना नहीं हो पाता है timely. No matter what people say कि 8 बजे के पहले dinner कर लो and all of that, it doesn't happen. Somehow, at least I know many people, they can't do it, especially people who have busy schedule. And you are definitely one of them who has a very busy schedule. So what are those 5 superfoods that you always keep with you, or always make sure that you have throughout the day?
So I have a lot of flaxseed in a day. I have a flaxseed powder that I either put in my milk. Like I don't have milk, I have almond milk or soy milk. So I put it in that. Flaxseed. One, I also have amla. So I have this honey amla. That's easier to have. Kacha amla I cannot have. Then I have dalchini, cinnamon is antioxidant and antigens. It fights the antigens in your body. So that is very, very good. Then I try and stock up a lot on dry fruits. So almonds and pumpkin seeds are a regular. So these are the things that I always include with my tea. So, a lot of misconceptions are there, but if you start your day wrong, it ends up being wrong. So at least start your day healthy. Don't say that acha pehla meal gand kha ke hum baki acha kar lenge. It never works like that. And even with late nights, your body always gives you a signal that you are full. That listen, just skip a meal. You've already eaten like a butter chicken last night. Skip a meal. It's fine. And up to intermittent fasting is such a fad that people are waking up and eating lunch is their first meal. So I would advise to listen to your body. And the 5 things was flaxseed, dalchini, amla, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and one thing, turmeric. Turmeric is really, really important. You have to put haldi in everything. Try and get some good haldi, not the powdered one. Agar aap kachi haldi la sakte hai, uska powder bana sakte hai, that's the best thing. So these are the 5 foods I recommend.
Okay. What are the 5 things that one should definitely avoid?
avoid refined sugar, replace it
Okay.
with
And
natural sugar.
yeah.
Yeah. Suppose you feel like having sweet after a meal, have a kishmish instead of like chocolate, and switch to brown sugar, switch to khand or gur. Uh, and there are not, I wouldn't like to mention 5 things. If you just make 2 changes in your lifestyle, you are sorted. You will lose weight and feel healthier in no time. That is, avoid refined sugar and avoid fried. That's it. Dal roti sabzi mein aaj tak koi mota nahi hua. So stick to dal roti sabzi.
लोग बोलते हैं ना पानी भी घी का काम करता है, ऐसा नहीं होता.
अगर आप पानी को सोचो कि पीते हुए सोचोगे कि अरे इससे मैं मोटी हो जाऊंगी या मोटा हो जाऊंगी, तो वो तो होगा ही. क्या होता है, आपका जो ब्रेन है ना, वो बहुत, इट इज वन ऑफ द स्मार्टेस्ट एलिमेंट्स इन द वर्ल्ड. इफ यू मेक इट थिंक दैट मैं ब्रीथ कर रही हूँ एयर एंड इट्स गोना फैटन मी अप, इट विल फैटन यू अप. Think like it's just air, it's just water. Think that whatever little exercise you're doing, honestly, 10 minutes of exercise in a day is more than enough. Our body doesn't need more. 10 minutes of a workout is more than enough. People don't realize it. वो दिन में 1.5 घंटा वर्कआउट करके फिर 4 दिन वर्कआउट नहीं करते. It doesn't work. It's really easy to be healthy. We just need to have a routine. Routine is the key.
Okay. So tell me something about your upcoming projects. I mean, like what all are you planning, if at all you can talk about them?
So half of the projects I can't even talk about. So I am doing something with an online platform in the education sector. It's a very, very big brand. I can't really say much because they are also just launching this new software of theirs. So I'm doing something in the education sector because I myself am quite educated. Then I am doing something with a very big production house that I recently shot with. I shot a great film in Goa. And I can't really talk about that also. But that is going to come out maybe end of the year. So these 2 things are coming out. Then I'm shooting 2 more projects. One, I was supposed to be shooting right now in June, but everything just shut down. So end of July, I start a web series. And mid-August, I start a film. So these 4 things, 2 are up for release. 3 are up for release. 1 more film is also coming out. So 3 things are up for release and 2 are about to go on the floors.
So talking about social media, you seem to be quite active on social media. So again, being on social media can be a boon also, and a big, depressing point as well.
Right.
How do you deal with the various moods that it gets?
So you deal with it the same way you deal with life. In life, not everybody can please. You can't please everybody. Not everybody will agree with you. So you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. I mean, like in life also, if you're going to let other people dictate who you are and dictate your life, then you are your own culprit. So ignore it. Trolls are, maybe they don't have anything better to do. So just take it with a pinch of salt. ठीक है, वो वेले हैं बहुत, it's fine. So I don't
And
think a lot of it.
so you've shot a lot of, like all of your shoots mainly have happened during the pandemic. How have you coped with it? Especially you have a beautiful daughter at home. So so how have you made sure that all of you at home are safe?
So I have a great support system. I live with my family. So when I travel, then I know she's well taken care of. And the benefits of my job is that I can choose my projects and I try and spend as much time as I can with her when I'm here in Delhi and not shooting. So it balances it out. I think ho jata hai. Women just need a good support system. Working women just need a good support system around them and they can flourish.
Okay, great. All the best for State of Sage and wish you luck for, many, many, many projects ahead.